Hey, I'm going to show you a clip. It's from a September 10th Fox and Friends segment on Fox News featuring Lawrence Jones, Ainsley Earhart, and Brian Kilmeade. I'd like you to just watch this and see if anything jumps out to you.
Because you see the mental health crisis happening.
Yeah, exactly.
But it's not our job. We shouldn't have to live in fear while they figure out what's going on right there.
Right.
Put them in a mental institution, put them in a jail, and you guys figure it out. But people having to duck and dive on the trains and the buses, walking through the street, this is one case, but this is happening all across the country, and it's not a money issue. They have given billions of dollars to mental health and the homeless population. A lot of them don't want to take the programs. A lot of them don't want to get the help that is necessary. You can't give them a choice. Either you take the resources that we're going to give you, or you decide that you're going to be locked up in jail. That's the way it has to be now.
Or involuntary lethal injection or something. Just kill them.
Yeah, Brian, why did it have to get to this point?
Right. I would say this. We're not voting for the right people. In North Carolina, wake up. You can't keep putting these people in power.
Did you catch it? You probably did. If you didn't, I'll play it for you again real quick. Here, this part.
You can't give them a choice. Either you take the resources that we're going to give you, or you decide that you're going to be locked up in jail. That's the way it has to be now.
Or involuntary lethal injection or something. Just kill them.
Yeah, Brian, why did it have
Yeah, so that is Brian Kilmeade calling for the lethal injection of homeless people. In this segment, they are talking about the recent killing in, I think, North Carolina on a bus or something. I'm not exactly sure. The killing was done by a guy who was obviously very mentally ill. And this whole conversation led to Brian Kilmeade calling for the lethal injection of homeless people, of people struggling with mental illness, with drug addiction, etc., which is insane. I want to draw particular attention here to the date. This is from September 10th. Now, if you are alive right now, you probably know that September 10th was the day Charlie Kirk was shot and assassinated, leading to a multitude of accusations against the left about political violence and violent rhetoric. So I find it very interesting that on the day Charlie Kirk was shot and killed, Brian Kilmeade went on Fox News and called for homeless people to be killed via lethal injection. And Donald Trump went on to address the nation after Charlie Kirk's murder and make it out like the left, often correctly identifying the right's Nazi-like behavior, is somehow responsible for Charlie Kirk's death. He acts like it is dehumanizing to call a Nazi a Nazi. Perhaps if you don't want to be called a Nazi, you shouldn't do Nazi shit. Like call for homeless people to be killed by lethal injection. It is not dehumanizing for me to call Brian Kilmeade a Nazi when he says something like that. And that's really the main point I wanted to make here. I just wanted to really hone in that on the same day that Charlie Kirk was shot and killed, launching this whole conversation about political violence, about violent rhetoric, you had someone like Brian Kilmeade casually saying that he would like the involuntary lethal injection of other human beings. Because at the end of the day, the right doesn't think homeless people or people struggling with drug addiction or even trans people are humans. Minorities are not equal humans in their eyes. They're not deserving of empathy. They're not deserving of the same sympathy as someone like Charlie Kirk. So it doesn't matter if they call for the deaths of multiple people in one sentence. That is violent rhetoric. That is dehumanizing rhetoric. But this will get a fraction of the attention as someone calling Charlie Kirk a Nazi right now will. It's a joke. I don't want to hear anyone talk about political rhetoric or violent rhetoric from the left unless they are also willing to talk about the incredibly violent and dehumanizing language that the right engages in on a daily basis. I don't condone Charlie Kirk's killing, just like I don't condone the involuntary lethal injection of other human beings. Unlike Brian Kilmeade, my value of human life is not conditional like that. It's not transactional. It's not based on who you are or what you can do for me. It's based on the fact that you are a human being. I feel ridiculous when I have to get up here and be on a soapbox and say shit like that, but sometimes really simple shit like that needs to be said, I guess, because these people are insane. I'm gonna wrap this up here. I don't have much else to say on this topic, but if you have someone in your life who is talking about the left being violent, maybe show them this clip. It probably won't change their mind or anything, but maybe just show them that on the exact same day that Charlie Kirk was shot and killed, someone like Brian Kilmeade said this, and I think that this is more damning than people making stupid jokes about Charlie Kirk after he's gone. Maybe that's in bad form, maybe that's a little uncouth or whatever, but I think that actively working to dehumanize people, other human beings who are still alive, who are dealing with the consequences, is insane. But I imagine Fox News will only continue to get worse. I doubt they will get better anytime soon, so we can expect more of this, I imagine. And of course, you have people arguing that this was taken out of context. I played the whole context for you. I gave you what he said before, what he said after. I gave you all of it. You saw it, you heard what he said. It is up to you to make your own interpretations, I suppose, but I have given you mine. And with all that being said, I'm gonna leave it at that. So thank you for watching the video. If you made it this far, I appreciate you. And be sure to give it a like for me, leave a comment, do all that lovely stuff for the algorithm. I really appreciate it. Let me know down below your thoughts or other things you want to see me talk about. Other than that, hit that subscribe button. Again, take care of yourselves, free Palestine, and goodbye.